Joseph, Jesus, and Mary, help my friend Mr. Bailey.
Help my son George tonight.
He never thinks about himself, God. That's why he's in trouble.
George is a good guy. Give him a break, God.
I love him, dear Lord. Please watch over him tonight.
Please, God, something's the matter with Daddy. Please bring Daddy back.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Clarence. A man down on Earth needs our help.
Splendid. Is he sick?
No, worse. He's discouraged. At exactly 10:45 p.m. tonight, Earth time, the man will be thinking seriously of throwing away God's greatest gift.
Oh, dear, his life. Then I've only got 1 hour to dress.
You will spend that 1 hour getting acquainted with George Bailey.
Sir, if I should accomplish this mission, I might perhaps win my wings? I've been waiting over 200 years now, sir, and people are beginning to talk.
What's that book you've got there?
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Clarence, you do a good job with George Bailey, and you'll get your wings.
Oh, thank you, sir, thank you.
Poor George. Sit down.
Sit down? What are you...
If you're going to help a man, you want to know something about him, don't you?
Well, naturally, of course.
Well, keep your eyes open. See the town?
Where? I don't see a thing.
Oh, I forgot. You haven't got your wings yet. Now look, I'll help you out. Concentrate. Begin to see something?
Why, yes!
If you ever get your wings, you'll see all by yourself.
Hey, who's that?
That's your problem, George Bailey.
A boy?
That's him when he was 12, back in 1919. Something happens here you'll have to remember later on.
Here comes my scared kid brother, Harry!
I'm not scared.
I'm coming, Harry!
George saved his brother's life that day, but he caught a bad cold which infected his left ear, costing him his hearing in that ear. It was weeks before he could return to his after-school job at Old Man Gower's drugstore.
I wish I had $1 million. Hot dog! It's me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey.
Hello, George. Hello, Mary. Hello, Violet.
Shoelaces?
She was here first. Still thinking.
Shoelaces?
Please, Georgie. I like him. You like every boy. What's wrong with that?
Here you are.
Calm me down?
Help you down? Did you make up your mind yet?
I'll take chocolate.
With coconuts?
I don't like coconut.
Say, brainless! You don't like coconuts? Do you know where they come from? Tahiti.
A new magazine. I never saw this
Only us
before.
explorers can get it.
Is this the ear you can't hear on? George Bailey, I will love you to the day I die.
I'm going exploring someday. Just watch. One day I'll have 3 or 4 wives. Just wait and see.
George! George!
Yes, sir.
You're not paid to be a canary.
No, sir. Mr. Gower, do you want something? Anything?
No.
Anything I can do back here?
No.
I'll get them, sir.
Now take these capsules over to Miss Blaine. She's waiting for them.
Yes, sir. Aren't they sick over there? Is it a charge, sir?
Yes, charge.
Mr. Gower, I think...
Oh, get going!
Yes, sir.
Fast, Captain Hook. Where are you heading?
Gotta see Pop, Uncle Billy.
Maybe some other time, George.
It's important.
Shaping to be a storm in there.
Uncle Billy, aren't you forgetting something?
What is it?
The bank examiner?
Oh yeah, I should have met with the bank examiner yesterday. Let's go.
I'm not crying, Mr. Potter.
Well, you're begging, and that's a whole lot worse.
All I'm asking for is 30 more days.
Have you put any real pressure on these people to pay these mortgages?
Times are hard. A lot of people are out of work.
Then foreclose!
I can't do that. These families have children.
Pop!
Not my children.
Well, they're somebody's children.
Are you running a business or a charity war?
Oh, well then.
Not with my money!
Mr. Potter, why must you be such a hard-skulled character? You've got no family, you've got no children. You can't begin to spend all that money you got.
So I should give it to miserable failures like you and that idiot brother of yours.
He's not a failure. You can't say that about my father.
George.
You're not. You're the biggest man in town. Bigger than him. Bigger than everyone.
All right, George.
You can't let him talk to you like that, Pop.
I know it, but we'll talk about it tonight, all right?
Why, that medicine should have been an hour ago, Miss Blaine. I'll have it over in 5 minutes. George! George! Where's Miss Blaine's capsule?
Capsule?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
What kind of tricks are you trying to play anyway? Why didn't you deliver him right away? Don't you know that boy's really sick?
You're hurting my sore ear.
You lazy loafer.
Mr. Gower, you put something wrong in those capsules. You got that telegram and I know you're upset. Here's a pill from the bottle. It's poison, I tell you. It's poison. I know you feel bad. Don't hurt my sore ear again.
Oh, no.
Don't hurt my ear again.
George!
Mr. Gower, I won't tell anybody. Hope to die, I won't.
Oh, George! George!
An overnight bag. Genuine English cowhide.
No, CC. I want a big one.
What did you stop it for?
I want you to take a good look at that face.
Who is it?
George Bailey.
Oh, you mean the kid that had his ears slapped back by the druggist?
That's the kid.
It's a good face. I like it. I like George Bailey. Tell me, did he ever tell anyone about the pills?
Not a soul.
Did he ever marry that girl? Did he ever go exploring?
Well, wait and see.
See, I don't want one for one night. I want one for 1,001 nights, with plenty of room here for labels from Italy, Japan, Taiwan.
I see. So you want like a flying carpet, huh?
Yeah.
I don't suppose you like this second-hand
Now
job.
I'm talking. I could use this as a raft in case the boat sank. How much for this one?
No charge.
Sorry, that's my trick ear, Joe. It sounded like you said no charge.
That's right.
What's my name doing on it?
Old man Gower came down there and picked him out himself.
He did. Would you look at that? My old boss.
What boat are you selling on?
Cattle boat.
Cattle boat.
I like cows.
Captain Cook, did you get your sea legs yet?
Hey, send us some of those postcards.
Looks like you plugged nickels.
Hey, your suitcase is leaking!
I put your suitcase in the trunk, George.
Hey, thanks, Ernie. How you doing today, Bert? Hey, Ernie, how about riding me home in style today? I'm a rich tourist.
Yes, Your Highness, and for you I put on my hat.
Good morning, Mr. Bailey.
Hey, Violet, you look good. That's quite a dress you got on.
Oh, this old thing? Well, I only wear this one. I don't care how I look.
Hey, George, want you?
Yeah.
All right. Burke, want to tag along?
No, I'm gonna go home and see what the wife's doing.
Family, man.
Hope you have a good trip, George. Your Uncle Billy and I, we're going to miss you.
Well, I'm gonna miss you too, Pop. What's the matter? You seem tired.
Oh, I had another tussle with Potter today.
Oh?
You know, I thought when we put him on the board of directors, he'd ease up on us a little bit.
What's the matter with that old money buzzard anyway?
He's a sick man. Sick and frustrated. Sick in his mind, sick in his soul, if he had one.
Gangway. So long, Pop.
So long, son.
I got a match.
Very funny.
Go put your things in the car and I'll get your tie and
Okay,
clothes
Mom.
together.
Okay, Mom. George, you coming later?
What, to be bored to death?
Couldn't ask for a better death. Lots of pretty girls. Hey, Marty's sister Mary's gonna be there.
She's just a little girl.
No gin tonight, son.
Oh, Pop, just a little?
No, son, not a drop.
Was I like that when I graduated from high school?
Pretty much. You know, George, we'd like to send Harry with you to college. Your brother and I, we spent half the night talking about it.
Well, you see, we already have that all figured out. Harry will work at the building loan for 4 years and then he'll go.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
No younger than I was.
Yeah, maybe, but you were born older.
How's that?
I say maybe you were born older. I suppose you've decided what you're going to do after college?
Well, you know, Pops, what I always wanted to do. Just build things, plan modern cities.
Still after that first million before you're 30?
I'll take half in cash.
Oh, thank you. Of course, it's just a hope, but I don't suppose you would consider coming back to the building alone after?
Pops, I couldn't. I couldn't face being cooped up in some shabby little office all my life. I'm sorry, Pops. I didn't mean it that way, but this whole business of, saving a dime, I couldn't take it. I want to do something big and important.
You know, George, I feel in a small way we are doing something important. It's in the race of every man to want his own roof and wall, and we're helping him get those things in that shabby little office.
Look, I know, Pops. I wish I felt. It's just, most of my friends, they've already finished college. I feel like if I don't get away, I bust.
Yes, son, you're right.
You understand, don't you, Pops?
This town is no place for any man unless he's willing to crawl to Potter. Now listen, you've got talent, son. You get yourself an education and you get out of this town.
You know what, Pops? You want to hear a shocker? I think you're a great guy. All right, I think I'll head over to Harry's.
Have a good time, son.
Buffalo guys, won't you come out tonight? Won't you come out tonight? Won't you come out tonight? Buffalo guys, won't you come out tonight? And dance by the light of the moon.
Hot dog, just like an orchid.
Beautiful.
You know, I told Harry I thought I'd be bored to death. I didn't think the dance floor would become a swimming pool. I had to knock down 3 guys just to get the clothes we were wearing.
Do I look as silly as you do?
I guess I'm not really the football type, huh? Oh, you look wonderful. You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you're the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know, maybe I will. How old are you anyways?
18.
18? That means last year you were 17.
Too young or too old?
No, just right. Your age suits you. Oh.
My train, please.
A pox upon me for a clumsy lout. Your caboose, me lady.
You may kiss my hand.
Hey, Mary.
As I was lumbering down the street.
Here, I'll throw a rock at the old Granville.
Oh no, don't do that. I love this old place.
No, see, you throw a rock and you make a wish and you try to break a window. You gotta be a pretty good shot these days, too.
No, this house is so full of romance. I would love to live here one day.
This old place?
Yeah.
I'm gonna live here as a ghost. Here, watch this.
What'd you wish for, George?
See, Mary, not just one wish, a whole hat full of wishes. I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet and I'm going to see the world. Greece, the Colosseums. Then I'll come back home, I'll go to college and see what they know. And then I'm going to build things. I'm going to build skyscrapers a mile high and bridges a mile long. What are you going to throw a rock? Hey, that was a pretty good shot, Mary. What'd you wish for?
Buffalo guys, won't you come out tonight? Won't you come out tonight? Won't you come out tonight? Buffalo guys, won't you come out tonight?
And dance by the light of the moon. What did you wish for when you threw that rock? Mary, tell me what you wished for.
If I tell you, it might not come true.
What do you want, Mary? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around and I'll pull it down.
I'll take it. And then what?
George, your father had a stroke. Come home quick.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. I gotta go.
Peter Bailey did die that day, which gave Potter the chance he was looking for to take down the building and loan. George gave up his trip to Europe to stay behind for the board meeting. The men banded together and decided to keep the building and loan open on one condition: George must take his father's place. They would vote with Potter otherwise.
I know, he didn't go.
That's right. Not only that, but he gave his school money to his brother Harry and sent him to college. Harry became a football star, made second-team All-American.
Yes, but what happened to George?
George got 4 years older waiting for Harry to come back, took the building and loan, and got married to Mary.
Here they come!
Say now, where are you guys going on this honeymoon?
Here's the kitty right here, Ernie. Here, Mary, count it.
I feel like a bootlegger's wife. Look.
Look, we're gonna shoot the works. A whole week in New York, a whole week in Bermuda, the highest hotels, the oldest champagne, and the richest caviar, and the prettiest wife.
That does it, then what?
After that, who cares?
Don't look now, George, but there's something funny going over there at the bank. I've never seen one before, but it's like a run.
George, let's not stop. Let's go.
Just a minute.
Let's go, George, please.
Mary, I'll be back in a minute. Hey, what's the matter, everyone? You guys all right? Here, I'll get you. I'll get it. Here, come on in. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Uncle Billy, what's going on? Is this a holiday?
George.
Hey, take a seat, you guys. Take a seat. Make yourselves at home.
This is a pickle, George. This is a pickle.
Now, when did it happen? When did it all start?
All I know is the bank called our loan.
When?
About an hour ago.
All of it?
Every cent of it. It was still less than we owe.
Holy mackerel.
And then, George, I got scared and had to close the doors.
The whole town's gone crazy.
Hello? George, it's Potter.
Hello?
George, are you all right? Do you need any police?
Police, what for?
Well, most mobs get pretty ugly sometimes, you know, George. I'm going out to help you in this crisis. I've just guaranteed the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs. They'll close it for a week and then reopen.
You just took over the bank.
I may lose a fortune, but I'm willing to guarantee your people. Just tell them to bring their shares over here, and I'll pay them 50 cents on the dollar.
Yeah, well, you never do miss a trick, do you, Mr. Potter? Well, guess what? You're gonna miss this
If you close your doors before 6 p.m., you'll never reopen.
George, was it a nice wedding? Gosh, I wanted to be there.
It was nice. You can take this one off now, all right? Now, just try to remember this thing isn't as black as it appears. Now, I have some news for you folks. I just got off the phone with old man Potter. He's guaranteed full cash payments to the bank. The bank's going to reopen next week.
Next week?
Now you're thinking this place all wrong. Like, I have the money back in a safe. Your money isn't here. Your money's at Randall's house and Joe's house and Tom's house and 1,000 others.
Potter's offering 50 cents on the dollar.
50 cents on the dollar?
Cold hard cash.
No, Tom, wait. See, don't you understand what's happening here? Potter's isn't selling, Potter's buying. And why? Because we're panicking and he's not. Now we can get through this. We just have to stick together.
But my husband hasn't been working in over a year, and I need money.
I need cash.
You can't feed the kids on faith, George.
How much do you need?
I got $2,000 right here. Here, we'll tie us over till the bank reopens. Tom, how much you need?
$242.
No, Tom, just enough.
I'll take $242 and I'll close my account.
No, your account's still here. That's all on. Mrs. Davis, what do you need?
Could I have $17.50?
$17.50, bless your heart. Here you go.
We're gonna make it, George. The road closes up today.
4, 3, 2, 1. Bingo! Look, we still got $2 left. Look at us, we're a couple financial wizards. Get that tray over here. To Mama Dollar and Papa Dollar, and if you want this building loan to stay in business, you better have a family real quick.
I wish there were rabbits.
Oh, me too.
Wedding cigars.
Holy mackerel, I'm married. Where's Mary? Poor Mary. Listen, I got the train's gone. Listen, hey, I wonder if Ernie's still here with his cab.
George, what's a call for you?
Can you get my wife on the phone? She's probably at her mother's.
Mrs. Bailey's on the phone.
No, I don't want to talk to Mrs. Bailey. I want to talk to Miss... Oh, it's my wife. Hello. Listen, dear. I'm sorry. What? Come home. What home? 320 Sycamore? Well, whose home is that? The Waldorf Hotel, huh?
I love you truly, truly, dear.
George became so successful with the building and loan that Potter met with him to offer George a job.
Well, thank you, Mr. Potter. That's quite a cigar you got there.
You like it? I'll send you a box.
Well, Mr. Potter, I suppose I'll figure out sooner than later, but what exactly you want me here for?
George, you know just as well as I do that I run practically everything in this town except for the Bailey billing and loan. I've been able to close that. In fact, George, you've beaten me, George. Now let's look at your side. Young man, 27, 28, married, making, say, 40 a week.
45.
45. Now, this young man of 28 was a common, ordinary yokel. I'd say was doing just fine. But George Bailey is not no common, ordinary yokel. He's a fine, ambitious, hard-working man who hates his job and hates the building and loan almost as much as I do.
Now, what's your point, Mr. Potter?
My point is, I want to hire you, George.
You want to hire me?
I want you to manage my affairs, run my properties. George, I'll start you out at $20,000 a year.
$20,000?
You wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town, buying your wife a lot of fine clothes, and going to New York as a business trip, maybe Europe. You wouldn't mind that, would you, George?
Would I? Hey, there isn't someone else around here, right? This is me, George Bailey.
Yes, George Bailey, whose ship has come in, providing he has the brains to climb aboard.
Well, what about the building?
Oh, confound it, man! Are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3-year contract for $20,000 a year starting today. You gonna deal or not?
Listen, Mr. Potter, I know I should jump at the chance, but would you let me sleep on it and talk to my wife?
Sure. You go home and talk to your wife about it. In the meantime, I'm gonna draw up the bills. Okay, George?
Yeah, okay, Mr. Potter. No. I know my answer now. My answer is no. You sit here and you think the whole world revolves around you. You're nothing but a scurvy little spider. And that goes for you, too. And that goes for you, too.
You wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town, buying your wife a lot of fine clothes, going to New York as a business trip. You wouldn't mind that, would you, George?
I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet and I'm going to see the world. Greece, the Colosseums. Then I'll come back home, I'll go to college and see what they know. And then I'm going to build things. I'm going to build skyscrapers a mile high and bridges a mile long. What do you want, Mary? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around and I'll pull it down.
George and Mary went on to have 4 children, and Mary spent all of her energy on making that old house into a home. Night after night, George came back late from the office. Meanwhile, Harry became a Navy fighter and shot down 15 planes and won a Medal of Honor.
Extra, read all about it!
George, it's Harry now a long distance from Washington.
What do you know about that? My kid broke it. Hey, Harry, what do you know, you old 7 times a son of a gun? How's Mom? Yeah? Mom had lunch with the president's wife.
Wait till Martha hears about this. What do they have to eat?
Yeah. Hey, Harry, what do they have to eat? Harry, you should see what they're cooking up for you here in town. They're flying Mom home tomorrow on a naval plane. Yeah? Uncle Billy? Hey, is Uncle Billy coming yet today?
Stopped at the bank first.
Hey, Harry, Uncle Billy's not here right now. But listen.
George, that woman's here again.
What woman?
The bank examiner.
Hey, Harry, listen to your cousins real fast. Merry Christmas.
Miss Carter, bank examiner.
Oh, sorry, we're all a little excited around here. My brother just won the Medal of Honor.
Well, I guess they do those things. Walter had a good year?
Well, between you and me, Mrs. Carter, we're broke.
Yeah, very funny. George, should we hang up?
Oh, no, he wants to talk to Uncle Billy.
Now, if you'll cooperate, I'd like to finish with you by tonight. I want to spend Christmas with my family.
I don't blame you at all, Miss Carter.
December 24th, 8,000. Good morning. Did you read the paper? Fighters can't keep those Bailey boys down. Morning, Horace.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Huh?
You forgot something.
What?
You want to make a deposit, right?
Sure I am.
Then it's normally customary to bring the cash with you.
Oh, shucks.
How about that reminder there?
Well, I have.
Take it. Let's go.
Make yourself at home, Miss Carter. Oh, hey, bye. How you doing?
George, can I see you for a second?
Yeah, let's go in my office. Uncle Billy, talk to Harry. He's on the telephone.
Hurry, Uncle Billy, it's a long distance.
Got me somewhere.
Here you go.
Character? If I had any character,
It takes a lot of character to leave a small town and start over again.
Take this. Take this.
No, George, don't.
Take it. You're broke, aren't you?
Yes, I know, but
That's my job, building and loans. Take it. You'll get a job.
I'm glad I know you, George Bailey.
Say hello to New York for me.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, George. Mr. Bailey?
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Carter. I'll be right with you. Uncle Billy in?
He's in his office.
Hey, Uncle. Hey, what's going on? The bank examiner.
He's here?
Yeah. He's here. He wants to make sure the accounts are payable. Hey, what's wrong with you? Eunice, come here a minute. You see Uncle Billy with any cash last night?
He had it on his desk counting it before he closed up.
Now, did you place the envelope in your pocket?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, Uncle Billy, we have to find this money.
No good to you, George.
Now, did you place it somewhere in the office? Somewhere you think you find it?
I've been all over that whole house.
No, listen, think!
I can't think anymore, George.
Where's the money? Where's the money, you silly, stupid old fool? Where is it? You know what this means? This means bankruptcy, prison, and scandal. That's what it means. One of us is going to prison, and guess what? It's not going to be me.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Daddy.
How do you like it?
Bless you.
Bless you. Where's your coat and hat?
I left it at the office.
Where's the wreath?
What wreath?
Little Christmas tree.
I left that at the office too.
Is it snowing yet?
Yeah, it just started.
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter.
Go on, Pete. You're a big boy. You can put the star on there. That's it. Perfect. Give me one more. Isn't it wonderful about Harry, George? We're famous. Your mother called this afternoon. Oh, she was...
But must you keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party, Dad. Mommy said we can stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols. Can you sing, Daddy?
Better hurry up and shave. The families will be here soon.
What do you mean the families? I don't want the families here.
Come on, George. Come to the kitchen with me while I finish dinner.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Have a hectic day.
Yeah, another big red letter day for the Bailey home.
Daddy, the Browns next door have a new car. You should see it.
What, isn't our car good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy. Excuse me.
Excuse you for what?
I burped.
All right, honey. You're excused. Go see what little Zuzu wants.
Zuzu, what's the matter with Zuzu?
It's just a cold. She got it on the way home from school. They gave her a flower surprise, and so she didn't want to button up her coat because it would crush it.
What is it, a sore throat or something?
It's just a cold. The doctor said she'll be all right.
The doctor? What do you mean? The doctor was here?
I called him as soon as I could.
What, is she running a fever or something?
Just a teensy one, 99.6. She'll be fine.
I'm surprised we're all not sick living in this little barn. It's like living in a refrigerator. Why didn't we leave this place when we had a chance?
George, what's wrong?
Wrong? What do you mean wrong? Everything's wrong. You call this a happy family? Listen, why do we have to have all these kids?
Dad, how do you spell frankincense?
I don't know. Ask your mother.
Where are you going?
Going to see Zuzu.
He told me to write a play for tonight.
F-R-A.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, sweetheart. What happened with you?
I want a flower.
Okay, hey, where do you think you're going?
Trying to give it some water.
Well, here, let Daddy do that for you.
Paste it, Daddy.
Here, I'll paste it. As good as new.
Give it some water.
Now, will you do something for Daddy? What? You should try to get some sleep. When you wake up, your flower will be a garden.
am I supposed to know? What do you think? I'm a dictionary? Listen, Tommy, knock it off, would you? Janie, haven't you learned that silly little song already? Now stop, please, just stop. Listen, Mary, I'm sorry. Janie, go ahead and play. I'm sorry, Janie. Listen, Pete, what do you need, Pete?
Nothing, Daddy.
Janie, what did I tell you? Go ahead and play.
Oh, Daddy.
Why do you torture the kids this way? Why don't you...
Mary.
Bedford 247, please.
Mommy, is Daddy in trouble? Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Janie.
Me
Pray
too.
very hard.
Me too.
Yes, Tommy, you too. Hello, Uncle Billy?
Listen, Mr. Potter, I need your help. I need $8,000.
Oh, so that's what the reporters wanted to talk to you about.
The reporters?
Yeah, they called me up from your building and loan. There's a man over there from the DA's office. He's looking for you.
Listen, Mr. Potter, I need your help. Listen, don't you know what this means to my family? Listen, I just misplaced $8,000. Won't you help me, please?
You misplaced $8,000?
Yeah, yes, sir, yeah.
Have you notified the police, George?
No, I don't want the publicity with Harry's homecoming.
They're going to believe that one. What have you been doing, George? You've been playing the market with the company's money, George?
No.
What is it, a woman then, George? What? It's all over town you've been giving money to Violet Vick. Not that it makes any difference to me, but why come to me, George? Why not go to your friends of yours?
Well, you know they don't have that kind of money, Mr. Potter. You're the only man in town with that kind of money.
Look at you. You used to be so cocky. You're going to go out and conquer the world. You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. But that's what you are, a warped, frustrated young man. You miserable little clerk crawling around on your hands and knees, begging for money. Nothing but a miserable little $500 on a life insurance policy. You're worth more than George. Because you run out of town, they'll run you out of town on a rail. You know what I'm going to do, George? Since the state examiner is here, as a stockholder of the building and loan, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, manipulation, malfeasance. All right, George, go ahead. You can't hide in a little town like this, George. Bill, this is Potter.
God, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me, won't you help me, please? I'm at the end of my rope.
You alright, George? You want somebody to take you home?
Why do you drink so much, my friend? Please, go home, Mr. Bailey. This is Christmas Eve.
There it is, Mr. Welch.
Mr. Welch, like the school teacher, Mrs. Welch?
Yeah, that's my wife.
Well, listen, what kind of teacher lets a kid walk home sick without a coat on?
How dare you say that about my wife? You get out of here, Mr. Welch. I want to pay for my drink. Never mind the money. You hit my best friend. Get out.
You alright, George?
You don't come into my place no more.
I guess that's what I get for praying.
You don't come into my place no more. You hear that, Nick?
Yes, you bet.
Where's my insurance policy? Here it is.
Oh, Mr. Bailey, no, don't go this way.
I'm alright.
No, Mr. Bailey.
I'm fine,
I feel
I'm fine.
good.
Help!
I didn't have time to get some stylish underwear. William gave me this for my last birthday. I passed away in it. Oh look, good old Tom Sawyer's drying out too. You should read the new book Mark Twain's writing.
How'd you happen to fall in?
I didn't fall in. I jumped in to save George.
You did what? To save me?
Well, I did, didn't I? You didn't go through with it, did you?
Go through with what?
Suicide.
It's against the law to commit suicide around here.
Yeah, it's against the law where I come from, too.
Where do you come from?
Heaven. I had that quickly. I knew if I jumped in and I were drowning, George would jump in to save me. And you see, that's how I saved you?
Very funny, very funny.
Oh, your lip's busted, George.
Yeah, I got this busted lip for an answer to a prayer a little while ago.
Oh, no. I'm the answer to your prayer, George.
How do you know my name?
Well, I know everything about you. I watched you grow up from a wee boy.
What are you, some kind of mind reader or something?
Oh, no.
Oh, what are you then?
Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
What does the AS2 stand for?
Angel, second class. Cheerio!
I wonder what martini was slipping in those drinks tonight. Hey, now what's with you, fella? What were you saying a minute ago about saving me?
Well, that's what I was sent down here for. I'm your guardian angel, George.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised a bit.
Ridiculous to think of killing yourself for money. $8,000, George?
Now that right there, how do you know that?
I told you I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Yeah, you look like the type of guardian angel I get. Now, what happened to your wings?
No, I haven't won my wings yet. That's why I'm angel second class.
But I don't know whether I like being seen around an angel without any wings.
Well, I've got to earn them. You'll help me, won't you?
Yeah, sure. How?
By letting me help you.
Well, you don't happen to have $8,000, do you?
Oh, no. We don't use money in heaven.
Oh, right. Well, it comes in pretty handy down here, bub.
Oh.
Yeah, I found that out a little late. I'm worth more dead than alive.
You mustn't talk like that, George. I'm not going to get my wings with that attitude. You just don't know all you've done.
If it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be better off. My wife, my kids, my family. Now listen, buddy, why don't you go and haunt somebody else?
No, you don't understand.
No, shut up.
This isn't going to be easy, is it? So you still think killing yourself would make everybody happier?
Maybe you're right. Perhaps I'd just never be born.
Oh, you mustn't say that. Wait, what? You think that'll work? Alright, I'll give it a go. You got your wish. You've never been born. Well, you don't have to make all that fuss about it.
Hey, say that again.
You've never been born. You don't exist. You haven't a care in the world. No worries. No obligations. No $8,000 to get. No Potter and the Sheriff looking for you.
Hey, say something in this ear again.
Sure, you can hear out of it.
It's the darndest thing. I haven't heard anything out of that ear since I was a kid. It must have been that jumping in that cold water.
Yeah, your lips stopped bleeding too, George.
Oh, would you look at that? Hey, look at that. The snow stopped too. Hey, what's going on here? Once these clothes dry, we'll stroll on out of here.
No, our clothes are dry, George.
No, would you look at that? That stove works better than I thought. Oh, I'll stroll. You fly.
No, I can't fly yet on my wings.
Oh, that's right. Hey, when they change this area of Bedford Falls?
Bedford Falls? You mean Pottersville?
No, I mean Bedford Falls.
No, I mean Pottersville. Don't you think I know where I live? What's the matter with you?
Well, either I'm off my nut or he is. Or you are.
That isn't me.
Alright, come on, Gabriel. Let's go back to Martini's.
It's Clarence.
Oh, Clarence. Oh, how are you, Nick? Where's Martini at?
You want a martini?
No, where's Martini, your boss?
Look, I'm the boss. You want a drink or don't you?
Okay, Nick. Yeah, get me a double bourbon and make it fast, would you?
Okay, and what's yours?
No, I was just thinking. It's been so long.
Look, buddy, I'm standing here waiting for you to make up your mind. What's it gonna be?
Oh, that's a good lad. I was thinking a flaming punch. No, it's not cold enough for that. Let me get a mulled wine, heavy on the cinnamon, light on the cloves. No, now off with you. Be lively.
Hey, look, mister. We serve hard drinks for men who want to get drunk fast, so we don't need any characters liven up the room with atmosphere. You understand? Or do I need to slip you my left for a convincer?
What's he talking
Hey, listen, Nick. He's okay. Just give him what I got, alright?
Okay.
What's the matter with him? I've never seen Nick act like that before.
Oh, you're gonna see a lot of strange things from now on, George.
Hey, listen, little fella, you worry me. You got a place to sleep tonight?
No.
You got any money?
No.
No wonder you jumped.
I jumped into the river to save you and get my wings.
Yeah, that's right.
We need ice!
Oh, that's it. Somebody just made it.
What made what?
Well, every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings.
Well, listen, buddy. Maybe don't mention the things about the angels around here. You know.
They don't believe in angels around here.
Sure they do, but
Oh,
you know.
Why should they be so surprised when they see one?
Listen, Nick. He never really grew up. Clarence, how old are you, anyways?
I'll be 293 next May.
That's it! Out you two pixies go! Out the door or out the window!
Well, look, Nick, what's the matter?
And that's another thing. Where'd you get off calling me Nick?
Well, Nick, that's your name, right?
That doesn't matter. I don't know you from Adams or Fox. Hey, you, Rummy! Come here! Didn't I tell you never to come panhandling around here again?
Wait, Mr. Gower, it's me, George Bailey.
No.
Throw him out!
Nick, what's going on here? That's Mr. Gower, the druggist.
You know him?
Yeah, sure I do.
You know, that's another reason for me not to like you. That rumhead spent 20 years in prison for poisoning a kid. That must mean you're a fellow jailbird yourself. Would you please show these gentlemen to the door?
Alright, gentlemen, this way to the door.
Hey, get me! I'm giving out wings!
You see, George, you weren't there to stop Gower from putting that poison in the old...
What do you mean? I remember it like it was yesterday. Hey, what's going on here? This ought to be Martini's place. Now, who are you?
I told you, George, I'm your guardian angel.
Yeah, you told me that, but what are you, some kind of hypnotist or something?
No, of course not.
Then how come I'm seeing all these strange things?
Because you were never born, George.
What do you mean I was never born? Then who am I?
You're nobody. You've got no identity. You don't exist.
No, what do you mean I have no identity? My name's George Bailey.
There is no George Bailey. You have no papers, no cards, no insurance, no birth certificate. They're not there either, George.
What?
Zuzu's petals. George, you've been given a great gift. The chance to see what the world would be like without you.
Now, listen. I'm stuck in some kind of funny dream. I'm going home.
What? Home?
And now listen to me. You shut up, would you? You cut it out. You're screwy and you're messing with my head. Now I'm going home to my wife and kids, and I'm going home alone.
How am I doing, Joseph? No, I didn't have a drink.
Hey, what happened to the building and loan?
The building and what?
Yeah, the Bailey building and loan. It used to be right there.
They went out of business years ago. Now, if you excuse me, I'm in the middle of arresting Violet Bick.
Violet Bick, that's a friend of mine. Ernie, listen, take me home. I'm off my nut.
Where do you live?
Daggone it, Ernie, you know where I live. 23 Sycamore.
23 Sycamore?
Yeah, sure. Now take me home. Zuzu's sick.
Alright.
Now listen here, Ernie. I must have had some bad liquor or something, but straighten me out, all right? You're Ernie Bishop. You live in Bailey Park with your wife and kids, right?
You see my wife?
Of course I have. I've been to your house 100 times.
My wife ran away 3 years ago. I'd never seen you before.
Just step on it, would you? Get me home.
Is this the place?
Yeah, well, of course this is the place.
Well, this house hasn't been lived in 20 years.
What's up, Ernie?
I don't know, but you better keep an eye on this guy. He's bad.
Larry! Tommy, Pete, Janie, Zuzu!
They're not here, George. You have no children.
Where are you? Look, what have you done with them?
Alright, put your hands up. No fast moves. Let's get out of here. Both of you.
Bert, thank heavens you're here. Oh, look, what happened to my wife and kids?
Watch him, Bert.
Come on.
Ernie, Bert, what's the matter with you guys? Don't you remember you were here on my wedding night? You sang to us.
I think I better get out of here.
Hey, why don't you be a good kid? I'll take you to a doctor. Everything's
No, Bert, listen to me. Ernie, take me over to my mother's house. Bert, listen, it's this guy right here. He thinks he's an angel. He tried to hypnotize me.
Well, why don't you do this?
Ah! Run, George! Help, Joseph! Help, Joseph!
Oh, shut up!
Oh, help, Joseph! Oh, Joseph.
Where'd he go?
I need a drink.
Well, which way did they go? Help me find him.
Well,
Mother, it's me.
Mother, what do you want?
Mother, it's me, George Bailey.
George, if you're looking for a room, there's no vacancy.
Oh, Mother, please help me, Mother. Something terrible has happened. Listen, just let me stay here until I get over it.
Get over what? I only take people if they're sent by people I know.
But I know everyone, you know. Uncle Billy.
You know him?
Sure I do.
When was the last time you saw him?
Just today at the Building and Loan.
That's a lie. He's been in the insane asylum since he lost his business. And if you ask me, that's where you belong too.
Strange, isn't it? One man's life touches so many others, and when he isn't around, he leaves a pretty big hole, doesn't he?
Now listen, you got me in some kind of a spell or something, and guess what? I'm gonna get out of it. I gotta go see Martini. He was the last person I talked to before all this happened.
You know where he lives?
Yeah, sure I do. He lives in Bailey Park.
Are you sure this is Bailey Park?
Yeah, I'm sure this is Bailey Park, but where are all the houses?
You weren't here to build them, George. It's your brother, George. Harry Bailey. Broke through the ice and drowned at the age of 9.
That's a lie. Harry went to war. He won the Medal of Honor. He saved every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died. Because you weren't there to save Harry. Harry wasn't there to save them. You see, George, you really lived a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to throw it all away?
Thanks.
Yes, George.
Where's Mary?
Oh, George, I can't tell you, George.
Tell me where she is, Clarence.
I'm really not supposed to say.
Clarence, I don't know how you know these things, but tell me where Mary is.
She's an old maid. She never married.
Where is she?
George, you're not gonna like it.
Tell me where she is, Clarence.
She's just about to close up the library. There's gotta be an easier way for me to get my wings.
Mary, it's me, George. Don't you know me? Mary, what happened to us?
I don't know. You let me go.
Mary, please don't do this to me. Please, what happened to our kid?
Oh, it's you. Stand back.
Clarence! Help me, Clarence. Please, Clarence, help me. I don't care what happens to me. Just get me back to my wife and kids. Please, Clarence. I want to live again. Please, Clarence. I want to live again. Please, God. Let me live again.
Hey, George! George, you alright?
Get back, Bert, else I'll hit you again.
Stand who you out for, George.
Bert, you know me?
No, you, are you kidding? I've been looking all over town trying to find you. Hey, George, your mouth's bleeding. You sure alright?
My mouth's bleeding, Bert! My mouth's bleeding! Zuzu's pedals! Hot dog! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Hello, Bedford! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, you good old building and loan! Merry Christmas!
Happy New Year to you in jail. Go on home, they're waiting for you.
Mary! Oh, hello, bank examiner. How are you doing today?
Mr. Bailey, there's a deficit.
Yeah, I know, $8,000. Mary!
It's paper here from the sheriff.
Yeah, I bet it's a warrant for my arrest. Isn't it wonderful? I'm going to jail.
Merry Christmas, Daddy!
It's Tommy, Pete, Janie. Oh, where's your mom?
She went looking for you, Uncle Billy.
Zuzu, come here, my little ginger snap. How are you feeling?
Not a slice of temperature.
Oh, hallelujah, would you look at that?
Oh, hello. George, darling, where have you been?
Oh, Mary, I miss you so much. You won't even believe what happened to
You
me.
don't even know what happened! Come on, George, come on. Here they come. Right over here, right over here. It's a miracle, it's a miracle. I can hear them. Come in, Eunice, everybody in here.
Isn't it wonderful, George? Mary did it. She told a few people you were in trouble, and they scattered all over town collecting money. I never saw anything like it.
The line starts on the right.
George!
Mr. Martini.
Yeah, woo! What is this, George? Another run on the bank? Woo!
I emptied the jukebox.
I made the rounds for my charge account.
I got the whole faculty up! Here's some for you!
It's a martini. How about some wine?
Mary, it looks like I got here too late.
I got him here as fast as I could.
But Harry, what about your banquet in New York?
Oh, I left as soon as I got Mary's telegram. Good idea, Ernie. A toast to my big brother George, the richest man in town.
What's that?
It's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy. Every time the bell rings, it means an angel gets its wings.
That's right, Caesar. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence.